About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
97 Pirates.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hodges. And he rifles one incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Velocity guard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can. About the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Hodges now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Now it's Hodges. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Hodges. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Results in a
The Texans send the punter out. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jones. A 4-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Jaguars first down. An 8-yard pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Right back to Pitts again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 1.
The Texans 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field.
Trying to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Picked off by Travis Hunter. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. How about this? And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Texans in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Check smash, ready, go.
They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolf. Warriors, 70. Ready.
Here's Hodges looking to throw. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for our Jaguars. 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
All ready. Let's go now.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Come on.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. you're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that is incomplete here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Get it. Go.
From the gun, it's Hodges. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Throwing yet again. Here's Hodges. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jaguars.
He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The quick slant caught. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll try to pick it up himself, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Texans 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Hodges on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play. first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the... Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit and try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Hey, Ron!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Let's go.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
19, Kevin Pirate.
Throwing to start the drive. Hodges. He's got it to Collins, complete. Nico Collins racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 99 yards. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. There he goes, right side. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
23.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again to Williams, running right. Dances by him, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence will throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hunter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
For the Jaguars.
And he returns this to the 22.
Jackson on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Hodges. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fulasane American. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 45. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Ready. Viking 18. 18. Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11. Street. Let's go.
Now it's Hodges. That's complete. It's Jalen Rowe. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
At the 30-yard line.
Ready? Here we go. Set. Ready?
Hodges now. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Rip, 23. Hey, easy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
At the Texans 32-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one swung out to Williams. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup on 17.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And so close, he gets it to the rim. Out of bounds right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll go with a keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jags are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together.
19, ready?
Out of the gun, it's Hodges. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second and 1 at the 48-yard line.
79 Bronx.
Here's Hodges looking to throw. They'll swing this out to Marks. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Dragon 60.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, Hodges. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun, it's Hodges. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. How about that? Their quarterback with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Keeps the score, Jaguars 35, Texans 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
This one into the hands of Pitts. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
Jacksonville.
Let's go now.
He's going to try and do this himself. And take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead in this fourth quarter.
42, Texans 27.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Jaguars.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed down him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and 12.
Come on, Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Hodges. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
70, hot 70.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
12 at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Let go.
Operating from the gun. Hodges. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
60 Eagles. Warriors 70.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looking to throw. Hodges. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Get it. Stop below 18.
Throwing yet again. Here's Hodges. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
3rd and goal. Hodges. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had his share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Hodges. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
7-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. short throw caught by Pitts. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's caught. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Jaguars tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing under the blue bloods. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
65, Jack, 65. Hey, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Hodges on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. That's the Texans' 30-yard.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.